Hello guys, so today we are going to look at the sketching fundamentals. Yesterday we looked at the interface of SolidWorks, so let's look at the sketching fundamentals. Let's get started. To open a new part file, you go new, then you click on parts, you click OK. Remember that default units have to be millimeters. So you click here, down here. And if yours are in inches, these are centimeters, these are meters. You click on millimeters. And let's get started. So today we are going to dive into all these entities in the sketching. So let's start. These are the planes. There is a front plane, top plane, right plane. Let's use the front plane. Then you right click on sketch. So let's start from the lines. There are basically three types of lines. There is the center line, midpoint line, then the normal line. So this is the normal line. You click, left click and drag. Left click, then drag. Left click, then drag. Left click and drag. So then the center line, it helps us to, it's like a construction line. Later on, as we are looking at the other pictures, you see that the center line will be used to generate other geometric shapes, but for it won't appear in after the construction. It's also construct the center line. The same format, you click and drag. You see the difference with the center line and the normal line. For the center line, it's even dotted. You go to the midpoint line, for it emphasizes the midpoint. It starts from the midpoint. Wherever you start from, that will be the midpoint. Start from here. It will be the midpoint. This is the midpoint. Then with the rectangles, which look at basically two types of rectangles, the corner rectangle and the center rectangle. For the center rectangle, it emphasizes the center of that rectangle. Then you will choose the sides. Then for the corner rectangle, in most cases, it starts from a specific side, like here. That's a corner rectangle. Then the circle, should also look at it. Just click and then left click and drag. Then the arcs, we shall look at two types. There's a center point arc and the 3-point arc. The center point arc is used in cases where it's supposed to be accurate. Now, like this is the midpoint of this line. You left click, then drag to the other end. Then drag. You want to create an accurate arc, use the center point arc. But then any other type of arc that may not be accurate, use the 3-point arc. Maybe from one point to another, let's say from this point to this point. You left click and drag. Then you click again. Then you can negotiate the distance or the size of your arc. Then you click again. So the difference between the center point arc and the 3-point arc, the center point arc is usually very, very accurate, as you see this one. But the 3-point arc, it can join any two points. Then can look at this is the fillet and chamfer. The fillet enables us to create a sharp corner on these sided edges. For example, let's click on the fillet. Click the fillet. Then the entities to fillet, you click on this corner. As you can see, that's the corner. Let's then click OK. and it's showing that this arc is at a radius of 10 millimeters. Then for the chamfer, the difference between the chamfer and the fillet, the chamfer for it, it's very sharp. Click on the chamfer, click on this corner. You can see these dimensions. This is the fillet, this is the chamfer. The chamfer for it, it's a sharp corner. Then let's look at trim. There are many types of trim. There is power trim, corner trim, trim away inside, but we are going to be using power trim. Power trim enables us to delete a specific lane from a point. Now, if you want to delete this lane, only this part of the lane, but remain with this one, or this lane and remain with this part, you use power trim. Left click and drag. Left click like this. For example, this part that's protruding. You want to remove this. Left click and drag. Also here, left click and drag. That's how we use power trim. Then covert entities, we shall look at it later. Then offset entities, there are two types. Example, if we have our two rectangles, left click and drag, left click and drag. So you click on offset. You want to create another rectangle, either a bigger rectangle, but from this, exactly from this rectangle, you're offsetting it, either a smaller one or a bigger one. No, if you want to create a bigger one, you come here. The difference is here. Either you click on reverse or not reverse. If it's not reverse, you're creating a bigger one. The distance of 10 millimeters. Click OK. Now, you have created a bigger rectangle at a distance of 10 millimeters from each side. If you want to create a smaller one inside, it's the same. The difference is here on reverse. You click, then you click here, reverse, you reduce. Let's reduce. You see? Let's continue. Then there is mirror entity. There's mirror entities. For example, let's create our rectangle here. Then we put two circles. Don't mind about the dimensions. We are going to look at the dimensions later. Mind about the dimensions. So we want to create exactly these two circles on this side at that exact distance. So what we do, we say our center line will be we shall use it as our construction line. Then you click, remember left click and drag. You press escape if you want to cancel the command. Then you go to mirror entities. The entities you want to mirror, you want these two circles on the other side, but at that exact distance. You click the two arcs, the two circles. Then you want to mirror them about this point from this line. You click OK. So the distance from here is the same distance from here to here. Then let's look at linear sketch pattern. There are two sketch patterns. We have the circular pattern and the linear sketch patterns. For the linear sketch patterns, we are putting them in a straight line, but at the same distance from each other. For example, if we have two squares, you have our square there. Really? What, like five rectangles in the same lane, but at the same distance from each other. We don't have to create more, to normally create 4 rectangles, calculating them each, but we use linear sketch patterns. So what you do, you click here on this rectangle. So we want to find them at a distance of around 20 millimeters from each other, and we want 5 rectangles. Yeah, there are 6 rectangles here at a distance of 20 millimeters from each other. So in circular patterns, for them, it's creating them in a circular form. Let's use this exact rectangle. Click on circular patterns. You click all sides. You can see we can reduce the distance. Reduce it from here, depending on the distance you want, or you can increase it. Then we can increase the number of our rectangles you want around. That's our circular pattern. We want this rectangle, but around and at the same distance from each other in a circular form. Then let's get into our exercises. Let's select all this and then we delete. Or you can create a new one. Control A. You click on part. Click OK. So our first exercise is going to be basically lines, just drawing lines. We click on our plane, front plane. We said we right click, then we sketch. We click on the line. We are following the image on the screen. Let's first create our lines. Left click and drag. Left click and drag. Then after, let's see our dimensions there. We are going to, and remember I said we set our dimensions. Most of the dimensions we're going to be using are going to be in millimeters. So we set our dimensions in millimeters. Escape. Then we go here on Smart Dimensions. You click, left click. Click on this one. This one is 70 millimeters. And the other one. This one is 90 millimeters. The other one, this one is 10 millimeters. Okay. 10 millimeters. From here to here, it's 40 millimeters. From here to here. Just left click on them. 40 millimeters. Don't mind. After we have put all the dimensions, it will come out from here. This is 20 millimeters. And as we click escape, and we drag it. Then this is also 20 millimeters. So basically, this is our shape. We are going to do another exercise. I'm going to leave it as an exercise. Then in the next video, you're going to maybe I'll leave it as an exercise. Then we are going to start from there. Thank you for listening.